Hi everyone, thanks for joining me. Hope you're having a great day. We'll make this a short one. I tried to upload a private earlier today, but the copyright police, it's held back for a couple days. That's totally fine. I wanted to make this one real quick anyways because it had to do with the Thanksgiving topic, and a little bit of the history. I went into the history of how, it is a pagan tradition, and I remember I put this on this channel, so I wanted to put a follow-up, just, Thanksgiving history, traditions, and all that stuff. So we're just going to go down here at the end of this article because we're going to talk a little bit about the history of Black Fridays and what it means to be in the black, because, red versus black, what does that really mean in the finance world? They don't really tell you that. They make you think, anytime you hear the word black, it's like the worst thing ever when it comes to finance, or, being blacklisted, blackballed, blackmailed, things to that nature. But in this definition, being in the black is actually a positive thing in the world of finance. And a lot of people are not very well versed in the world of finance. So I also like to do topics like this too, because I do research the law. I'm a paralegal. I have history in computer forensics. I like knowing how things work. So we all know, like, the day after Thanksgiving, when everybody's so-called thankful, they're going to be beating each other down over, markdown junk. And it says here in this Fox News article that post-Thanksgiving Black Friday sales are actually a relatively recent addition to the so-called Holy Day. We already broke that down in my prior vid. Some historians believe that the name Black Friday being associated with the Holy Day actually originated from frustrated factory managers in the 1950s. Apparently, a lot of workers were called out sick the day after Thanksgiving. So be all stuffed, be all tired, comatose, can't move. But this part here was interesting. Don't mind the ads. I mean, it's unbelievable. The modern meaning behind Black Friday being the day that businesses make enough money to be in the black financially seems to have begun in the 1980s. So the modern meaning, so to be in the black. What does it mean to be in the black? Did you know? In Investopedia, there is an entry for being in the black. So this could be helpful to anyone who is, aware of accounting and, just like to know what certain terms mean. And now if you ever hear it, it'll, make more sense, right? So the expression in the black is used to refer to a company's profitability and current financial health. A company is said to be in the black if it is profitable, or more specifically, if the company produces positive earnings after accounting for all expenses. The term has roots in accounting history, when accountants updated financial data in their books by hand before computers and software came into use. Accountants used different colored ink, both black and red, to denote a company's profitability. Unlike a company in the black, one with negative earnings or that is unprofitable is said to be in the red. The term can also apply to individuals, anyone who has more assets than liabilities and is able to pay off their debts without any problem is said to be in the black. Key takeaways. The expression in the black is used to refer to a company's profitability and current financial health. The expression is rooted in accounting history, when accountants updated financial data in their books by hand using black ink. When a company is in the black, it has positive earnings, is financially solvent and not burdened by too much debt. Companies that are unprofitable and showing a loss are said to be in the red. Both terms, in the black and in the red, can also refer to an individual's personal finances. On financial statements today that don't use ink, negative numbers are typically entered in parentheses or with a minus sign. Understanding in the black. The expression in the black is commonly heard in the financial world and refers to a company's most recent financial status, generally its last accounting period. When a company is in the black, it is said to be profitable, financially solvent, and not overburdened by debt. Manageable debt is not an issue. As such, the future of the company is certain. So instead of the likelihood of going bankrupt, the company is able to continue its normal operations. The phrase is divided from the color of ink used by accountants to enter a positive figure on a company's financial statements. Obviously, it is better to consistently be in the black than in the red, as this indicates solid business performance. Although computers have replaced the old ink-based system, the terms black and red are still used. Instead of different colored ink, negative earnings and other related figures are contained in parentheses on financial statements. Very good to know that. What causes companies to be in the black? Companies strive to remain in the black because it means they are at or above the break-even point. By being profitable, they're able to pay down debt and can maintain their cash flows during difficult times. They also need to answer to their directors and, more importantly, their shareholders. A profitable company boosts shareholder confidence and also ensures shareholders will continue to receive any income through dividends if dividends are offered. Companies that are in the black also have an easier time raising capital for any financial needs, whether that be debt financing or equity financing. The economic cycle also factors into whether a company will be in the black. During times of economic certainty, companies often find themselves profitable. For example, when the economy is expanding, consumers are more likely to borrow and spend more. Retailers, for instance, are more profitable and can pay off more debt because interest rates are low. On the other hand, when the economy is contracting and interest rates are higher, they may end up in the red as the buying power of consumers becomes restricted. Being in the red versus in the black. There are times when companies find themselves in the red despite the economic cycle. They may not be profitable because of their spending on research, new technology, or to pay off debt. But this isn't always a bad situation and isn't cause for concern, as it may just be a temporary condition. With profitability just around the corner, especially if these expenses are setting up the company for future profitability. If a company is consistently in the red, though it may raise a red flag. Companies that consistently report a loss may lose shareholders, fail to attract new ones, cannot secure any financing, and may end up on the path to bankruptcy. So I didn't know if anybody out there, I love talking about business and law too, so you're going to get a little bit of everything on this channel. All for education. We'll dive into that book, Double Speak. But this is very interesting too, because you need to know what these terms mean, and being in the black is actually a good thing. And you get a lot of, so the modern meaning behind Black Friday, being the day that businesses make enough money to be in the black financially, seems to have begun in the 1980s. So I just think that's just so interesting. If you really want to, yeah, they make a lot of money off of us guys. They put all these promotions, and I was saying the other day, a lot of it is, these false holy days are all commercialized, all, a ruse, like I was saying in my prior vid, to make plenty of money, sell all the chickens they want, you name it. There's just so much that goes with that, guys. And, so yeah, I stopped doing all of that stuff because it's totally just a ruse so they can be in the black and make all that money, right? And, it's all stuff that we don't need. It's complete garbage, and people are gonna, beat each other up right after the so-called day. They're so thankful and all of this and that, right? And in history, they would be taking days off, probably saying, I don't feel good, because, historians believe that Black Friday being associated, because a lot of workers would call out sick, but then they'll stay up all night and beat the crap out of each other for all the sales, and just so these beings can be in the black. So being in the black actually means that you're being profitable and that you have positive cash flow. So actually a very educational term, and that's what it means to be in the black, in case anybody, that's why there's black cards, I guess, and all that. So it's just something I learned this week, doing my law stuff and looking up different terminologies and stuff. So I'm like, oh, let me just put this quick vid. I, didn't learn this from anyone. It was just me just, delving into the Thanksgiving history. So in light of it coming up in a few days, I figured, hey, why not? So people understand that, what the Black Friday even means too, and that it's just all to, make money from you, make you feel like you gotta go spend all your money, and then what, that's just more proof. It's just more proof, that it's all about enriching them, keeping us poor, and this is what people are gonna do. That's they have to get security and all that stuff, right? Yeah, the corporations are gonna be in the black, and they make us in the red, right? Because everybody watches all of these stupid ads and commercials, and it's like, oh my gosh, and they keep putting stuff like this: treat yourself, do this, do that, and spend all your money to make these corporations rich. I mean, man, because these people, you have seen people being trampled. This is also another ritual. Remember how the stuff went down on the whole Travis Scott thing, how, people, it can get like that because they say that the sheep can be very scary, um, because people run in and they get hurt, they fall down, and a lot of horrible, horrible things happen. You see grown women fighting, beating each other, people really getting hurt, just for the companies, just for these stupid companies. I mean, how many memes do you need, guys, right? So Black Friday is all about making them go in the black while we go in the red. So let's be smart. I wish people would, because they're all talking about cancel culture. We should cancel Black Friday, okay? Because it's trash. People act like this because only in America do we wait in line and trample each other just to get sale items one day after giving thanks for already what we have. So, man, this is It's almost like the Travis Scott incident, right? I mean, really, really, it doesn't take much. We don't even see like the worst of the pitches. I'm sure they scrub all of that out, but we do see fights and people, as they're with their. Yeah, I know this is a split screen. But yeah, what people will do, right? What people will do over their junk. Come on, guys. I mean, ridiculous. People can't see a connection to all this stuff. Have a Black Friday fights. I mean, or trampling. I mean, I think it already came up on its own. Trample. I mean that's like a form of motion in itself, right? Isn't this a form the kind of stupid idiocracy we were seeing with the Travis Scott? Look at this child now. I feel bad for these children being dragged into this stuff, into these stupid traditions, and it's gonna happen again. Oh my God. This is what we do. This is what we do. To keep them in the black. Yeah, we're red, and more time, we're going to be more red than just in our finances. You're going to have a red face, red wounds. I mean, really, really grown folks doing this. So just so you know, totally sad. This is how people are going to act. And yep, to keep them in the black, we got to be red. And trampling and all this stuff. This has become like the new circus, the new horror show. The new creepy haunted house America has become. Pretty sad, right? I mean, that they even have to tell you this. Don't get trampled. How is this any different than what we've seen before? And this is what people are going to continue to do, losing their damn minds. I mean, breaking things galore, running, all this stuff is stuff that they don't need. Yeah, for more brainwashing devices, so they can come back the next year, right? They can come back the next year and hurt each other. 34-year-old, well, people are dying over this stuff, dying. 34-year-old Walmart worker dies after shoppers knock him down. Yep, let's not forget about those folks too. Alright guys, be smart, and yeah, we should cancel Black Friday altogether. But I'm just a lone voice in the wilderness. Can't do it alone. I hope you all stay blessed and stay awake, and just hopefully see things for what they are. And at least you learned a little bit of, finance terms, so kind of understand where they get their terminology from. So thank you so much, guys. We'll pick up on that book pretty soon, and I'll talk to you later.